Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now, over the course of the last 24 hours or so, a very interesting post went up on the WoW forums. And the reason why I personally find this very interesting indeed is because over the course of the Christmas period, I did rather a lot of live streaming on the game Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. And this was the first time that a lot of my fan base had seen me play this title, and therefore there are a lot of questions being asked about it. And believe it or not, I discussed the topic of this forum with my fan base. And to paraphrase the title, the forum post here says, should the World of Warcraft have a customer loyalty program? And if you don't know what a customer loyalty program is, a customer loyalty program is where the company, in this case Blizzard, would reward the subscriber, us, the customer, by giving them other benefits, other in-game potential benefits, just because of a thank you for subscribing to the World of Warcraft. And this is something which Final Fantasy does have in place, and we'll get to that very shortly. Now, first things first, should Blizzard introduce a customer loyalty program, it wouldn't be the first time. Because let's not forget, we did have, a couple of years ago, because we're now 2014, a couple of years ago, we did have the annual pass. And the annual pass was where you were committing to paying for a full year of World of Warcraft, and you got some added benefits for doing so. So in the case of the annual pass, you got yourself an in-game mount, which was the Tyrael Charger. You also got access to World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria Beta, and you got yourself a free copy of Diablo 3. Now, how successful was the annual pass? I don't know. I don't know exactly how successful it is. I do know rather a lot of people that took up the annual pass offer, myself included, and the overall consensus from us was it wasn't that great value for money. That was the general consensus. Not in a nasty way. We didn't feel overall committing to a full year of World of Warcraft, it was that great a deal. And the reason why we came to that conclusion, because I discussed this with a lot of my friends that did have it, because we all got it. The reason, or our reasons anyway, was the fact that over the course of those 12 months that we committed to the annual pass, we didn't actually get any new content. That was the thing which kind of grated us the most. Yes, we got Tyrael's Charger, which was an okay looking mount, pretty decent looking mount. Yes, we got access to the Mists of Pandaria Beta, and it was that we kind of said, we reckon this is the new content. You know, this is the new content which Blizzard given us. But in actual World of Warcraft Cataclysm itself, there was no new content. And yes, we got Diablo 3. I'm not going to go into all the problems that beset Diablo 3 on its launch, but let's just say it had one of the most tumultuous launches in game history. It was horrific. It's a good game, not knocking the game at all, and all those issues are now fixed, but on launch it was absolutely awful. But let's move on. So if you didn't want to participate in the Mists of Pandaria Beta, if you wanted to wait till the finished product came out and see everything brand new, and I can fully understand that because that's how I used to be. I did have the option to participate in the Wrath of the Lich King Beta. I chose not to because I wanted to see it fresh. Same with Cataclysm, chose not to. And then of course I got a complete career change and definitely jumped on board the Mists of Pandaria one, because I then opened up my YouTube channel. Hey, hi. But when it came to Cataclysm itself, we got nothing new. And then, of course, when Mists of Pandaria came out, yes, that was brand new content, but we had to obviously purchase Mists of Pandaria. So we had to purchase that game, so we're entitled to that content by the purchase itself. So that's where we found, all in all, to fork out and commit to paying a full 12 months of World of Warcraft wasn't particularly that great value, because we didn't really get too much from the actual World of Warcraft side itself. Now let's jump over to Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, and I'll go through their customer loyalty program, and then I'll kind of go through the whole argument of whether I think customer loyalty programs are a good thing or a bad thing. Now, Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn have a very generous customer loyalty scheme. I personally think it's a very generous customer loyalty scheme. And it's broken up into 5 ranks currently. Rank 1, Rank 2, Rank 3, Rank 4, Rank 5. And these ranks get larger as the rank increases in size. So, for ranks 1, 2 and 3, they all take place over the course of 30 subsequent days. So rank 1 is 30 days, and if you subscribe to the game for 30 days, you get yourself this in-game pet, and you also get this Fantasia item, which will allow you a one-time offer to change completely the appearance, race, sex, gender, the lot of your character. Now that in the World of Warcraft is a payable feature. And it would be a payable feature in Final Fantasy, but they're giving you this potion that you can use at any time. You don't have to use it straight away. You can use it at any time, and then tweak your character to exactly how you want. So, if, for example, you created a human, and you decided you weren't too chuffed with this human dude that you wanted to change it to the cat womanly thing. I don't know what freaking race they are. But if you wanted to change it to that, then you drink the potion, you strip off all your clothes, true story, you have to strip off all your clothes, and then you log out, you log back in, and then you can redo everything. And then once you click the OK button, boof, it's done and dusted. If you subscribe for 2 months in a row, then you get some extra stuff. You get the rank 1 stuff, if it's the first time you've done it. And you also get the rank 2 stuff, which is another pet, a different pet. And you also get some knickers and bras. Man knickers, man bras, woman knickers, woman bras. Okay, so not massive things here, but just a few, nice little things, especially if you're an RPer. I suppose. I mean, the pet itself's rather cute. It's a little black chocobo. It's rather a cute little thing running around in its half shell. And of course, if you're a bit of a transmog freak, if you like to do a little bit of RPing, something along those lines, then a bathing suit, man bra, could be of a good benefit to you. Now, if you subscribe for another 30 days or 90 days now in total, then the rewards tend to start to pick up a wee bit. And this time you get another pet, but another rather cool looking pet, and then you get a mount. Here it is, 90 days subscribing, you get a mount, and it's a pretty evil looking mount. This big awful eyeball with vicious teeth, massive tail, big kind of demonic wings, demonic tail, dangly scraggly legs, very kind of evil looking mount, rather funky, I gotta say, because I'm a warlock in WoW, so that kind of appeals to me in general. The next set of rewards then come 90 days later. So instead of now being in increments of 30 days, once you've got up to 90 days, that's 3 increments, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Rank 4 jumps another 3 months. So it says, if you subscribe after 90 days for another 90 days, then you get some more rewards, which involves some Black Mage armor for your Chocobo mount, which you actually unlock free in-game. And you can customize this free Chocobo mount. There's a video on my YouTube channel about it. If you want to have a look, just go into my video section, go to the search feature, probably put Chocobo. And then it will bring up the video where I tell you how to get your mount and also how to swap the armor on your Chocobo mount. But it gives you this Black Mage barding, which is armor, which can actually be applied to your Chocobo. And you get one of these minions of light, which again are just little companions, but they are rather cute. You've got like a little VV Black Mage from Final Fantasy IX. You've got a little white mage as well, and then you've got I think it's Vagina from Dragon Ball Z. Is it Vagina? Vegeta. Okay, I knew it was a V word. I knew it was either a vagina or a Vegeta, apparently. But it looks like one of those guys from Dragon Ball Z. And then the next set... Don't judge me. And then the next set is another 90 days later, which takes us up to 270 days in total. And this is the rank 5 rewards. And you get a wind-up leader, which is a minion based on the Grand Company, which you're assigned to in Final Fantasy XIV. You get to choose the Grand Company. After you defeat Ifrit at level 20, they all want a piece of you. They all want a piece of your ass. And they'll all come and they'll all try and wine, dine, and, 270 day I'm you. To join their Grand Company. So depending on which one you go for will depend on which wind-up leader you get. And then you get the Behemoth Warhound, which summons the Behemoth Mount. And here's the Behemoth Mount in game. I don't think I have ever seen a sexier looking mount in any video game. Period. It is just outstanding. Now, if we put the two loyalty schemes side by side, I know this isn't a comparison video of loyalty schemes, but let's just put the two loyalty schemes that we've had side by side. We've had the annual pass, and then we've had this Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn loyalty scheme. The annual pass lasted for a year, 365 days, discounting leap years, don't get pedantic on my ass. And you got one mount, Diablo 3 and beta access, and then you look at this, and you've got 3 pets, which are rather cool, 2 mounts, which are amazing, and then you've got armor for another mount within the game, the ability to get a free character change completely from scratch, and this is 270 days. So this isn't even a year, this is 3/4 of a year. So value for loyalty, the Final Fantasy XIV one kind of, I think, dicks all over the World of Warcraft one. But like I said, that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is not to set them against each other and say, my god's better than your god, and then we blow up 90% of the world. What it is to say is that customer loyalty schemes come in all various shapes and sizes. Now, what we saw in the very first post, going back to that, is that it's something which has been discussed in Blizzard rather a lot, and it was something that they said was quite controversial. Now, I personally don't see the controversy, okay? I think it's very easy to create controversy yourself, but I personally do not see where the controversy is. And this is my reason why. I haven't got a problem whatsoever with a customer loyalty program, as long as the rewards that are on offer do not affect the balance of the game itself. Mounts aren't going to affect the balance of the game. Yeah, that Behemoth mount might look outstanding, and it might make my poor little Chocobo look a little bit inferior. But my Chocobo can get from place A to place B just as quick as the Behemoth mount. The same with the Evil Eyeball. That will get from place A to place B just as quick as the Behemoth mount, just as quick as my Chocobo will get there. So there's no added advantage in that sort of element. Pets look cute. Pets are companions. They don't fight for you. They don't buff you. They don't get you any additional stats. They're just there to look cool. In other words, these rewards which have been offered by Square Enix for the Final Fantasy, they're just cosmetic. They make your character look great on a mount. They have some cute little minions to go alongside you. You've got some bra and man knickers and stuff in case your man's got tits. And you have the ability to do a complete character change, for free. Which, of course, I think costs 15 quid in WoW itself. And then I think there's a cost if you want to do it in Final Fantasy as well. I'm not exactly sure on the cost. I think it's like a tenner or something. But this is a one-time only offer. runs out after one use, but it gives you the ability to completely change your character's sex, height, weight, the whole job lot. If you fancied a bit of a change, or you don't think you got your character right first time. So as long as the rewards that are on an offer, doesn't matter whether it be from Square Enix, doesn't matter if it's from Blizzard, as long as they don't affect the balance of the game, I personally do not have an issue with that. Now then, we all know how some people react to circumstances and situations. People are going to get butthurt, because some people are going to say, well, I personally can only afford to pay for 3 months subscription to a video game per year. Joe Bloggs, on the other hand, he, she, it can subscribe for 12 months, so they're going to get all the fantastic rewards, and I'm only going to get the first 3-month ones. Right. I sympathise that you only have the fiscal ability to purchase 3 months worth of game time a year. I genuinely do. Money's not forthcoming with myself. It's very tight indeed. I choose to do this on YouTube and stuff where I could be sitting in an office, making my ass grow bigger, getting a lot more money. But the reason why I do this, love doing it, and I don't care that I get paid a shit ton less for doing it, because I think it's awesome. I think it's absolutely fantastic to do this kind of thing. So I do sympathise with you when it comes to available funds and additional funds that you can do this, that and the other with. That though is not Joe Bloggs' fault. It's not Joe Bloggs' fault that he, she, it can afford to pay for a year, whereas you can only afford to pay for 3 months. And everything that Joe Bloggs is getting reward-wise through the loyalty scheme is absolutely what they're entitled to get. They have committed a full year's worth of finances to a video game, and if the company, in this case Blizzard or Square Enix, want to reward Joe Bloggs for doing so, they are absolutely within their right to do so. It doesn't belittle you, because if you pay for your 3-month subscription to whichever game it may be, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls Online, Rift, whatever video, whichever one used our subscription model, some don't anymore, but whichever one it may be, you will still get yourself the 3 months worth of rewards, which in the Final Fantasy case is not bad. It's a mount, it's pets, it's clothing, it's a change of everything, even if the clothing is a man bra. So you still get good rewards for doing so. You're not being left out of the loop. So don't try and belittle other people because they may be in a better situation. So as long as the reward scheme, as I just said, as long as the reward scheme doesn't upset the balance of the video game itself, as long as the rewards that it offer are completely within character of the game, in this case mounts, pets, clothing, vanity items, things like that, I don't see what the issue is. I don't see anything controversial about that at all. And a good way to kind of address the balance of this is change it up every year. Just change it up every year. If Final Fantasy had a rank 6, which then takes us to the end of the year, next year reset it all. Reset it all. Do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Different stuff. If they want to. If they don't want to, fair enough. And that way, somebody can come on board from the get-go again. And somebody who does do the reward scheme doesn't go miles and miles ahead of the other person. I personally think there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Nothing controversial about that whatsoever. In an actual fact, I don't think there's anything wrong whatsoever with a company that is taking your hard-earned money, whether you can only pay for 3 months or whether you're lucky enough to be able to pay for the full 12 months. That's your hard-earned money, both sides of the fence. And if the company wants to say, look, we are very grateful that you decide to be loyal to us, you decide to give us your money to play our video game, we would like to give you a little bit extra as a thank you, apart from just the game time to allow you to play. I don't see that being a problem whatsoever. At all. But there we go. So customer loyalty schemes. What do you think? Are they controversial? Can they lead to issues? If they can lead to issues, please put in the comments below what issues you think they can lead to. But there you go. There's my 2 cents on the matter, and I really want to hear yours. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook and also twitch.tv/Heel versus Babyface for live streaming. And I shall be back with some more stuff very soon. So you take care, everybody. Bye-bye.